Hey everybody. Now originally I wasn't gonna do a review on this set. I really wasn't, because I didn't feel that there was really anything else I could add or say when talking about this set. But now I realize that that's completely false. There's a lot of things I have to say about this set, so hopefully you find them interesting. First off, let's get the obvious out of the way. This is not a playset. It is very much the opposite. It is specifically a set made for display. It's made to be built and then hung on a wall and looked at. So if you think that, you want to play with this thing, you really can't. I mean, I invite you to try, but I don't think you're going to succeed. There's not really much you can do with this other than swap out a few pieces here and there. So don't buy this for a kid that wants a Lego Star Wars set to play with. I've seen so many anti this set comments on like Instagram posts and Lego.com saying that it's not a good set because you can't do anything with it. And I thought that it was pretty obvious that, of course you can't do anything with it. It's a painting. Let's get the second obvious thing out of the way. It looks incredible. I'm honestly a little starstruck on how good it looks. I think that it's amazing that LEGO was able to actually take a real life picture or painting painted by some artist of a Star Wars character and then basically remake it with studs. I think that that's just incredible, and I applaud everyone who had something to do with this project. Now this build is absolutely grueling. It takes a long time. It took me 2 days with my sister and my mom helping. It definitely is not it's not a set that you're gonna get and then finish that day. It's kind of a project. But anywho, the main reason I wanted to make this video is because I want to talk about how awesome I think this is. It's basically just a painting but made in studs. I mean, that already sounds pretty cool. And it's pretty big too. It's not like small like the brick sketches, which I actually have the two of those. And when I built those, I was like, okay, if this is what Lego art is, this is not very exciting. I'm not very pleased.
No!
But then I got this set and I was like, man, this is what Lego art is? This is pretty amazing. I'm pretty pleased. So I thought I should show off the box and kind of talk about the instructions and all the pieces and just the experience overall, as well as kind of the backstory of the set before I talk more about the actual set itself. So anyway, this set was obviously made by Lego designers. They just took pictures that were originally painted by other painters and they recreated it in studs. Sounds pretty cool, right? Yeah, it is pretty cool. But basically, what you can do is you can actually pick between the three characters. You can pick between Darth Vader, who is mainly shown off. I feel like most people end up doing Vader. I did just because he's on the box. Or you can pick between Maul and Kylo. And I don't think that Maul and Kylo are really bad designs at all. I just don't think that they're more exciting than Vader. I mean, Vader is like the bad guy. That's when I think of movie supervillain, I think of Darth Vader. So of course, I'm going to do Darth Vader. But this set was also made to draw adults into Lego, and I think that that's cool. I mean, this isn't the only mosaic actually made. They actually made one for the Beatles, I believe, and Marilyn Monroe. And that's kind of cool too. I like that they did that with actual real-life characters, and I know that in 2021, I think around January or February, they're actually going to release a Harry Potter one, which I think will also bring in a lot of adult fans. I know that, a lot of my friends are fans of Harry Potter, so I think that they were more excited about the Harry Potter one than the Star Wars one. I can't say I relate to that, but I just think that that's cool. I think that that's, a smart move on LEGO's behalf. But yeah, this was made to draw adults in. It was not really made for the already existing kid audience of LEGO. Obviously, it's not like a city set, and I already mentioned it's not a set that you can play with. So yeah, it was basically advertised as a really big puzzle and a really cool building experience. And I have to say, it does kind of deliver. I mean, I think that it's not really a puzzle because you don't have to figure it out. You just read off the instructions, but it's definitely puzzling at times, and it takes time to build. It's not something, like I said, that just, you can build in a day. It actually takes time. You have to set aside time, maybe set aside a table, and, just take a second every day to build this thing. And the build experience is actually really calming. Like, I gotta say, one day I had just a stressful day, school. I mean, I was just stressed beyond the max. I got done with a bunch of homework. I just felt really cranky, so I just did a single square of the mosaic, and it really helped calm me down. But anyway, let's talk more about the box. As I already mentioned, the box shows off all of the designs that you can do. It prominently features Darth Vader, and then Kylo and Maul are actually kind of down in the corner. But it says the piece count 3,406 pieces. Recommend for ages 18 and up. Yes, the 18 and up controversy with Lego. Though I feel this set is 18 and up. My little sister, I think she is around 10, and she actually had I don't think she had as much fun building this as she would any other set. I feel like she didn't really enjoy it as much. So actually, this is one of the boxes where I feel like 18 plus is actually appropriate. It says right here, 1 picture, 3 options. As I mentioned, 1 picture, 3 options. Soundtrack included. That is cool. So what you do on the inside is you can scan a barcode on the box or on the instructions, and you can actually listen to this sort of soundtrack documentary about these. It's kind of fun. I didn't really listen to it because, as I mentioned, I built it with my family and not by myself. I feel like I would have listened to it if I was by myself, but I briefly listened to it. It sounds cool. I'm sure, other people have. You can take from their experience, but it sounds cool. Anyway, the back of the box shows off what they are kind of recommending what you do with the studs, which is put them in bowls. We actually put ours in cups, but give or take, cups or bowls, doesn't matter. It shows this being displayed in some sort of office or living room or just table, and I think that's cool because it's not shown being played with. It's showed with being displayed. It's showing you how to actually display the thing. Here are the measurements in case you're wondering if you have enough wall space or if you just have enough space on your shelf to put it. I'm really happy that they included that because that's always something that I like with UCS sets. I know, do I have space to store this thing? Do I not? But anyway, opening up the box is actually also kind of an experience. So you cut the seals at the bottom, and then you open it kind of like you open the Big Bang Theory set and the Friends set, those sort of TV show sitcom sets. It opens like this. It kind of opens like the older UCS Lego Star Wars sets. And I gotta say, not really a big complaint, but I wish that they would have put something right here, because it's a very big, bold space. And I know that they've done it with UCS sets in the past. I just wish that they could have put some design there. I don't know, I just thought that would have been cool. But anyway, the inside of the box is actually really cool, so I'll show you that. So right here is the barcode you can scan to actually access the soundtrack, so you can go ahead and pause and scan that if you'd like. It shows this phone and then the earbuds, obviously showing that, yeah, you can listen to the soundtrack, which is cool. I like that they did that. The instructions are actually held in with these flaps, and I like that it's right here, and it's not in a box or a bag that you have to open. But the instructions are cool. We'll take a look at those in a sec. But basically then afterwards, what you do is you lift this up, and they're actually the pieces that actually help build up the frame in here. And over here are the bags of the different colored studs. I actually, put the leftover studs in here. And as you can see, there is a decent amount of leftover studs. So if you like to have extra pieces, it's your heyday. But I'd recommend keeping them separate in a bag, so if you ever want to go back and redo, maybe build another character like Maul or Kylo, you can. You don't have to find all those studs from your bricks in your collection. The thick separator, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second too. But and then there are 9 of the base plates that you actually put these studs on included, and they're all in this box right here. You just pull it out, and then you have to cut another tape seal right here, and then you just open it up, and they'll all come out. There is one that's kind of for you to feel or for you to mess around with right there, which I like that. That's kind of cool. I like when they do that for action figures. You can press the button through the box to see what the actual figure does. Overall, just a unique and interesting style of box, and I think that's kind of a pleasant surprise when you open it up, just to see all the interesting stuff. But anyway, enough about the box, let's talk about the instructions. So, the instructions are kind of dull and bland. There's no, detail on the outside, though I kind of like that form of simplicity. It really totally makes you think 18 plus Lego Star Wars. It's not, there's no goofy design, there's no explosions in the background, it's just the Star Wars logo, the Lego logo, the barcode, and then the stars. And I just think that that's cool, and it kind of has that sort of class, or it has that sort of style to it that I really like. It has that vibe to it. I really, really like that. I think that that's cool, and I think that it's fun that that's the thing that you open up on when you see it. And then the back of the instructions is even more wicked. They have the Sith emblem or the Sith symbol right here, and that's so cool. I really wish that this was actually on the front as opposed to the back. I feel because you don't really put it like this in the box and then open it on the back. It's just, I feel like it would have been a lot cooler if it was you open up the box and this is what you see. It's just a lot more ominous, and I think that it's a lot cooler if this was the front instead of the back, but give or take, at least it's still on here. The first page talks a lot about the designers that actually had the idea and came up with and built all this, kind of like a UCS set, and I like that actually gives some intake on the set. It talks about the designers and how they came up with this idea, how it all worked, and then the second page actually shows these 3 pictures, which are what the mosaics are referenced off of, and that is even cooler in my opinion. I'm really happy that we kind of got to see the reference pictures for why this set was made. After that, for every single character, they give a little bit of insight on the character, some sets that they appeared in, an actual real-life image of the character, just some backstory for them. Same with Vader. They have Vader here, nice picture of him, some of his sets that he's appeared in, and then, of course, for Kylo, too, nice picture of him, some of his sets, and I just think that that's awesome that you actually get to learn about these characters, and it can kind of help, affect you thinking, which one do I want to build? It really helps the choice making to actually go through this first and really think about it, because it would suck if you're halfway through or you finish and you're like, man, I really wish I would have done this person. On this page, LEGO shows off their newest invention, the thick separator, and how it can just demolish pieces. Yeah, you can look at that yourself, but that's kind of fun, sort of showing you how to use this new instrument of destruction. Here, it shows you which page to flip to for which character, which one you want to build. You can go to 17 to start Maul, 43 to start Vader, and then 69 to start Kylo. That's nice that you don't have to flip through and figure it out for yourself. It actually just tells you right here. Each page consists of one of two things. Either it shows you which section you're building of the mosaic, and then it shows you where the studs will go, or it shows you how to connect the pieces together once you're done, the big base plates, to actually create the first, the first third of the actual mosaic, which is fun. I like how it shows your progress along the way. I like how it doesn't jump from square to square and actually goes down each row. I think that this is really interesting. It's not like a regular instruction booklet. It's actually just you look at this and you have to apply those studs. And I like that they number them, so for people who have a harder time seeing color, they can actually tell which one is which, not by seeing the color, but more by looking at this, matching up the numbers, I just think that that's towards nice. The end, it actually shows you how to build up the frame. And then on the next page, it shows that if you buy 3 of the set, you can actually combine them all together to build Mega Vader. Yeah, this thing's impressive. Probably never gonna actually build that for myself, but that's really cool. I like that. There's the barcode for the instructions to build this. And then at the very back, you can see all of the parts you need. It's kind of funny that, this is the only page for parts, but then, you go over and you look at the black studs and you see that you need 877 of them. And then, you just see how many of each stud's kind of funny. But that's really it for the instructions. A very interesting part of the set, I have to say. Definitely a blessing in disguise. I like it. I like when you get cool stuff on the instructions. It just adds to the whole experience, adds to the build and the value of the set. Really fun. Really like that. The thick separator is truly as legendary as they say. You can tear a whole row of studs off with this thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's basically just a mega version of the regular orange brick separator. I'm trying to grab on here. Yeah, the regular orange brick separator. Here's the normal version, and then here is the thick separator, the thicker version. You can tell definitely some difference in depth between the two. This one's definitely cooler looking, I gotta say. I like the black instead of, the orange. Get that out of here. Yeah, this is cool. And I believe so far you can only get them in the mosaic sets. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. When I see these two side by side, I think of that SpongeBob meme where it's him getting progressively stronger every single bracket. I just makes me think of that. So other than look at this thing, what really can you do with it? And like I said, you can't really do anything with it. The one option that they sort of give you is that down here in the bottom corner, they actually include a tile with a printed Star Wars logo on it. And they say that if you remove these 4 studs, you can actually connect these 2 pieces. You can set this one on top of the other, and then you could actually put it there instead of having the white studs. Though I have to say, instead of actually trying to take off the white studs and then, put this one on there, and then if you change your mind, putting the white studs back, I would recommend you just take the tile piece and then put it on there instead of actually taking the white ones off, because then you don't have to move. You don't have to actually remove the studs, put this one on, and just change in between without without it being as clean. You'd have to do it on the fly. So yeah. The only other thing you can do with this is actually just something that's already built in on the back. They have these pieces here used as brackets that you can actually hook the that you can actually like hook the set on so that you can hang it on a wall. You can either hang it using a nail, or you could use one of those sticky hooks that you can hook to the wall. I'm probably going to end up hanging this up. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this basement by the studio or in my room. But other than that, that's really all you can do with it. Yeah, that's it. That's my review of the set. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you liked some of the things I had to say. I hope that maybe this kind of helped you with your decision on whether or not you wanted to buy this set. I have to say, it's good. It's kind of revolutionary. It's an odd thing, but I really like that LEGO tried it, and I think that it definitely succeeded. I think that this thing is selling really well, and it definitely makes a good gift for any older fan of puzzles, older fan of Star Wars. If you're trying to get them into LEGO, this could probably help. But yeah, definitely a good set. I just have to recommend, if you build it, maybe try to get your family to do it with you. I think that is really fun. It kind of provides a nice family activity, and especially, nowadays, having something to do is it's really important. It helps your mental health, and this thing definitely does that. And when you're done, I feel like when you walk away from all of it, you can look at it and you can be proud of it, because it's cool. It's really cool. I'm definitely happy with the purchase. That I'm definitely happy that I got this thing. I definitely recommend it. I think that it's cool. I think that it has a lot of detail, which I didn't even really get to, but yeah, it's a cool set. I definitely recommend it. You should get it. It's revolutionary. And if you like LEGO, you like Star Wars, you like art, I think it's a no-brainer. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this kind of surprise review. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Of course, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe, both physically and mentally out there. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
It's a trap!